What is going on, everyone, and welcome to week 3 of the No Toad Racing League here in the Gen 4 series at Iowa Motor Speedway. You see on the board Tyler Merritt, currently the fastest out there on track here in practice. They have just about 2 minutes left in practice for qualifying start. So Merritt out here doing a pretty good job. Right behind him in times, you got Benjamin Nelson winning last week in a very close finish with Johnny Brugg. Johnny Brugg and Nelson finished 1-2 to start the season off in both of the races. We'll see if Short Track Racing has anything different to prove here tonight. They did race here last season, and I want to say Brugg won that race. Yes, I believe Brugg did win this race here last season. Also, I am trying out new streaming software, so if you see anything funky on YouTube, please let me know. If it's not coming in clear or something like that, if it's skippy, let me know. We got 41 seconds left here in qualifying. Another guy to call out real quick. Woods having a decent running practice, about a 10th off of Merritt. Alex Chase with some good time being put in. No, he didn't. No, he didn't win it. Who won it last season? Was it Nelson then? Was this the race? Oh, this was the race Brugg missed. That's right. Brugg and Nelson were here. They both said that last week. That's right. Man, you're making pull up point standings. My apologies. Last season, this was actually won by Mark Herzog, who is not here today. While we get qualifying away, let's go ahead and let's ride on board with Johnny while he gets his laps put in, and we can really hear these guys planting the power and probably see how loose it gets. Actually, surprisingly, these cars are pretty glued to the track. Oh, as I say that. Oh, we're right on board with Alex Chase. This is Johnny. My bad. Oh, with that spin there, Johnny Brugg is just gonna have to hope his first time lap time can stand, which I don't see it doing because that was a slower lap on the outside line he took. Go ahead and watch Mr. Nelson take his laps as he's out there qualifying. And SDK just crashed on me. Give me a second while I fix SDK. SDK, why you do this to me? Okay. Alrighty, we got SDK figured out. I think. There we go. Currently, Michael Nash on that pole position. Nelson completed second lap here. barely gonna miss that P1 spot. 1/100th off. Johnny Brug's still holding P3. Still got some people out there qualifying. So we got Joshua Corner out there heading out to hit his laps. The send hits. I like that. That's pretty cool. Oh, we don't have audio. There we go. We got audio now. Yeah, and that's thank you, Corner, for reminding me that 1 and 2 it is very bumpy, and especially on the high line. If you're riding the wall on 1 and 2, there is a big bump right in the middle of the turn. Corner hitting the wall there in his first lap. The lap's unfortunately going to not count. There's that bump right there. You saw him just, oh, there's 2 bumps actually. Corner actually sticking to the high line here for both corners. New strategy. Anybody else? What that does for his lap time as he crosses the start-finish line. Where is that going? Wait, did he hit the... Or was that his first lap? Huh, not seeing a lap time there for Corner. That was weird. So that will round up qualifying. Let's go ahead and do a quick breakdown on the race info. See it up there on your screen. A little over a 3/4 mile track here at Iowa. Track temp a cool 72 degrees, so that should help a little bit keeping the car glued to the track. I mean, these cars got 800 plus horsepower, so you need a miracle to keep them glued to the track. So decent track temperatures out here for these guys, helping them out. As qualifying is over, let's go over our official starting grid here tonight. Getting that pole position, Michael Nash scoring that pole from Benjamin Nelson. He's going to be outside row 1. Row 2, you got Johnny Brugg, the Rocket Man, and Charles Wood in that 750 machine. Row 3, Tyler Merritt, Christian Loxton. Row 4, Grant Fishier, Mitchell Williams. Row 5, you'll have Alex Chase, who was really good in practice, fell back a little bit here in qualifying. He's going to make his way through the field. Daniel R. Williams will be outside of him. Row 6, Jordan Knowles and Robert Goetz. Row 7, Thomas Villano and Justin Adams. Row 8, Nim Silva and Ethan Owen. And around up the field, in your final row, row 9, we'll have TJ Warren and Joshua Corner. Our field window is roughly 75 laps, so it's gonna be interesting to see who runs it short and who comes in early for fuel, or who runs it long and who comes in early. Got loose on my first lap and had to. Oh, okay, gotcha. So 125 laps, a pretty short race here for these Gen 4 guys. If it stays green, it should go by fairly quickly. If we can get no cautions, this race should be over in like not even an hour. I think. I might be wrong on that one. Well, Michael Nash is going to lead the field around here. Iowa does have 2 pace laps. Also, another downside to Iowa is since it is a short track, if there is a caution, they run about 5 pace laps here per caution. So, hopefully they can keep it green. I mean, we've had a really good season so far. Very minimal cautions. Really good finish at the end there. Last week, if you didn't catch it, you should go back and watch it. Nelson made his way from, I believe, P7 in 12 laps, worked his way through the field, and finished the race just 2/100ths, 2/10ths ahead of Johnny Brugg. or as another broadcaster like to call him, Brug. I don't know where he gets Brug from. With a quick blimp static view of the tracks and get an idea. Well, it looks like it is going to transition a little bit into darkness as the race goes on. Kobe's not racing here tonight. One thing Kobe said, he messaged me after the race. Kobe had a really good run last week. Did not qualify, did not practice. I think he still finished top 3. But he said he wants to see some more in car, so we're going to do a little bit more in car once the field gets spread out here. So go ahead and hop away through some cars as the run goes on, see how different the car's handling. Pace car is going to pull off here. Coming out of 4. Go to Barney, the starter cam. You'll see him enter the Geico restart zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag we go. Doing a great job getting this field rolling. Michael Nash moving to the way. Johnny Brugg, Nelson battling out for P2. We're going to find out early on what line's more dominant. It looks like the top line. Nelson actually got a really good run there, and he's going to be the outside of Michael Nash entering turn 3 and 4. Michael Nash, though, defending that top line. I heard the wheel spin. I heard the tire smoke. Wait for it to happen early on here. Got a caution flag. 8 of Daniel R. Williams involved in this. Let's see what happened here. Oh, ooh, that might have been a wee bit of net code. 55 involved. 24 involved as well. Slow that down. I think that may have been actually quite a bit of net code. So down here as we enter the corner, let's get a closer view of that back bumper. Here comes this 777 into the screen right here. Oh, no, they would have hit. Never mind. They would have hit. Wow. We got to go on board with a 30. How did he make it through that? Right on board here with Ethan Owens. Oh, Ethan, great job getting through that wreck. Early caution here. Shouldn't see too many takers down pit lane unless they were guys involved in that wreck. Of course, 8 of Williams. The 24 of my broadcast colleague last week, Justin Adams, involved. The first caution of the night. Michael Nash still leading the way. Not too much position changing in the top 10. The only people really gaining or losing position is Merritt gained a spot, while Charles Woods in 750 lost a spot, and then Jordan Knowles made his way into the top 10. But not a lot of jousting for position here early on, and I'm already starting to see that top line, as bumpy as it is. I think that's where you want to be at here in these cars. So pace lights should turn off this time. They do. Michael Nash, Benjamin Nelson will be your first row. Row 2, Johnny Brugg, Tyler Merritt. And row 3, You'll have Woods and Christian Loxton. I am still learning names. I thought it was Charles Woods. I don't want to get it wrong. Hayesworth's going to pull off. Enter the Geico restart zone. Green flag comes out, and on the loud pedal they go. Michael Nash was a great jump that time. Alright, Bro's going to be inside of Nelson. Bro's going to have to try to get a good drive off here and clearing Ben. You can see him hitting the bumps there. Can't quite do it. Actually, he is going to clear Ben. He's going to get a run down the backstretch on Michael Nash. Brugg early on to the lead. Tyler Merritt with a power move to the third lane up high, trying to get the path complete. Can't quite get it done. Michael Nash is falling quick, but don't sleep on that 60 machine yet. Michael Nash has shown long run speed ever since I started broadcasting here. He has been a guy to watch out for on that long run. You see that outside line really prevail. Michael Nash able to plant that power a little bit sooner than that 79 Mountain Dew machine. He's going to hold on to P2 here, lap 8 of 125. Oh, we got a car spinning to the inside. It's going to be the 16 of Mitchell Williams. Locking it down. No caution yet. Yeah, we keep it going. We go back to the action up front. Nelson, Nash still going at it. Now Merritt's entered the picture. I'll say this. This is the most multi-group I've ever seen a short track. You have Nelson down to the line, Michael Nash running middle, and Tyler Merritt all the way up in that third line. You don't see that very often on a short track. Michael Nash, in the meantime, able to pull ahead of Nelson. Merritt, though, still battling hard on that outside lane. Michael Nash got a little bit loose and opened the door for Tyler Merritt. 3 wide down the backstretch they go. Nash going to lose 2, maybe 3 spots. And here comes Loxton charging hard to the outside lane. We're a couple laps in. Circle through the field, see if there's any battles going on. Not really seeing anything but up front. Let's ride on board with Loxton here and let's see what he's feeling on that third line. As I say that, he goes low. Ooh. We were on board with him just at the right time. You saw him tapping the wall there. And the thing with these ARCA cars is once you slam into that wall, even if it's a light tap like that, it just like sucking you in. Actually, let's go on board with Tyler here. I want to see how he's handling these bumps in 1 and 2. It is bumpy up there. He's actually running low in 1 and 2. Okay. Hear him really feathering that throttle too. That was very interesting listening to the throttle control Merritt has. He's really having to feather that throttle coming out of the corners. You hear him kind of blip it a little bit. They're trying to get that car to power planted, but also trying not to get that car to kick sideways. But Merritt so far having a really great run here tonight. See this a lot of Merritt, but a lot of times he kind of gets caught up in his own mistakes or someone else's mistakes. Up here in P2, the only thing that can kind of ruin his race at the moment is him stepping on the gas a little too quickly. And so far, our biggest mover of the race right now is the 69 Send It machine of Joshua Corner. I'm seeing quite a bit of pink out there, liking what I'm seeing though. Look for some battles on track. Not really seeing anything out there. Pole sitter Michael Nash currently falling back to 6th place. Is riding it out right now. Should see a good charge coming out of that 60 machine in the closing laps of this run. We go back here a little bit. Brugg has built up a 1.1 second lead. Nelson may be closing that gap. Take a look at some last lap times here by these two. Yeah, Nelson is definitely closing that gap. A lot of green down there for that 75 machine. He was another about a tenth quicker that time by. Nelson really starting to close that gap and come up on a lap car here. The 097 is Silva. Where's he going to go? He's going to stay up high. Merritt's going to get blocked because of it. Nelson's going to try to use him as a pick. Can't quite do it, but he's going to get a run off the corner here. That's what I want to see right here. Sectors. Who's running better where? The last time by, Nelson a little bit quicker, or a little bit slower than Merritt coming out of turns 2. Time by, it looks like he might be closing that gap a little bit. And they are catching the leader, Johnny Brugg, slowly but surely. Johnny Brugg also running the pink paint scheme out there tonight. October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I love when people show the love. Looks like Nim Silva having issues in the 097. He's slow on track. No caution, though. We go back to this battle for second place. That was heating up for a bit. Looks like Merritt started pulling away yet again. $25 down, 100 to go here tonight. Told you this race would go by quick. Nelson was starting to close the gap. Lost a little bit there in that first half of the lap, but it seems like Nelson gets a better drive off of 4. Last couple laps by, Nelson be quicker in sector 2, and he's quicker there yet again. But Nelson has turn 3 and 4 figured out. Merritt able to get the drive off of 1 and 2. Nelson seeing that. Oh, I see that Merritt had a bobble coming off of turn 2 there. Nelson able to close that gap and get to his inside here. They roll through 3 and 4. I'm on board here with Mr. Benjamin Nelson himself. Goes to the inside of Merritt. Merritt's still there though on his outside, gonna try to get the run off, but this is where Nelson has been better. It's turn 3 and 4, and he's able to complete the pass. Merritt with a crossover. All this battling has allowed that gap to the leader to grow, and Christian Locks is starting to close the gap.
Caution, yellow
Oh,
flag.
caution is out. For what, though? Looks like TJ Warren having issues. Oh! Came up, I don't know if he came up. I think TJ was expecting the 55 to be a little bit higher up to the wall. Maybe, or maybe he just got loose. Or tie it me. Let's ride on board here with the number 6 machine of TJ Warren. I think he thought the 55 would be a little bit higher. 30 laps complete. Everyone's gonna be coming down the pit lane. They're not quite in the window yet to make it all the way. They're still about 20 laps or so short. Everyone wants those fresh set of Goodyear tires. Actually, I think here in ARCA it's General Tires, if I'm not mistaken. Come off of pit lane, Brugg winning that battle. Nelson coming out P2. Loxon coming out P3. Merritt losing a spot. Michael Nash gaining a spot. He's come out 5th. Oh. What in the world's showing? We'll actually ride on board with someone here. Who do we want to ride on board here with? Let's ride on board with someone a little bit further back in the pack. Before, let's ride on board with whoever is 8th. So we'll ride on board with Fishier here on this restart. He's starting 8th here. As they come across the start and finish line, pace car lights should turn off this time by. Oh, one more time by. I didn't know you could ride on board of the pace car. It's pretty cool. Oh no, you can't. Dang it. Looks like TJ Warren opting to stay out here. See a lot of damage on that front end of that 6 machine. TJ Warren going to take his way around. We're going to get the 1 to go, as you see from the rear camera view of the pace car. Nelson Brugg, front row, like we've seen a lot so far this season. He's starting side by side yet again here. We right on board here, Grant Fish here on this restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. I'm surprised there actually wasn't more wheel spin there. I was expecting a lot of wheel spin in the cars. See, from Grant Fishier's point of view, you can see Loxton able to get into third place for now. Michael Nash making his way on the inside line. Merritt looks like he might have washed up tight there. 3 wide corner exit. Oh, there goes Michael Nash to the inside.
The yellow flag is out.
We got a yellow. Jordan Knowles having some issues. Second time tonight we've seen a 777 involved in a wreck. Let's see what happened here. Ah, the fresh tires got him. Oh! Right on board and get an idea of what he was seeing and hearing and feeling. Yeah, it just snapped loose, and he had it saved. I mean, when you're saving these cars, you gotta know when to turn back to the left. And I think he just did it. He did it too aggressively. Great job, everyone getting through. Well, let's actually pull down Mr. Christian Loxton. I think in the booth, got a copy.
Yeah, I do.
Hey man, first and foremost, I gotta yell at you. Your number's wrong.
Yeah, I noticed it as I loaded in.
Come on now. And secondly, man, running third here. Usually don't see you up in the top 5 early in the race like this. How is that car feeling, and where do you prefer to run at?
I'm one thing I've noticed is home track. I always, for whatever reason, do better here at Iowa. It feels great. I mean, people are saying it's loose. I'm not really noticing it a whole lot. Maybe it's my throttle management, but I'm liking running the bottom here. But that's also just because I'm probably a bottom feeder. So,
in your opinion, when you're trying to pass someone, especially on older tires, are we gonna see the passes more successful on the inside line or the high line?
I think that's going to come down to more driver preference. Just because, again, it's the inside. You're going to be saving a lot more tire. Ben was about 92, 93, 92, and I was like 91, 91 on both rights. So it's going to be down to who can save the tire better.
All right, man. Restarting P3 here on this restart. Good luck.
Thank you. I was getting a cup date.
What's up?
I was getting a cup date.
Oh. I was getting a cup date. It is, and I'm happy for it. I really am. He was talking about he's not getting loose, so let's actually ride on board with Christian, see how he's doing here in this restart, managing the throttle. But yeah, for your arena, I'm happy I was getting the cup date. I always thought they went there once, but that was just in the back then. It was a nationwide series, now Xfinity series. So Mr. Brugg gonna leave him to green here. Nelson to his outside. Loxton restarting here. Row 2 inside line. We're gonna be on board with him as we take this green flag. Oh wait, no, we got one more pace lap. Oh, we had, dang, 2 more? Man, these guys lined up 2 by 2 early. I thought we were in racing because they were lined up side by side. Oh, my apologies, y'all. I should have been paying attention to the pace lights. Alright, now we should be going green flag racing. That we are. So last season, this race was actually the 4th on the schedule, and it was the I think it was the closest finish. No, it was the furthest finish we had since the start of the season. So, do it tonight holds.
Green, green, green.
Locks him a little bit late on that shift into 3rd there. Yeah, you can hear Locks is just so smooth on the throttle. He's not yawing at that steering wheel a lot, trying to keep the car planted. Like, a little bit of a wiggle there, but he's just so gentle on that throttle. There's this thing, I think it's like you're stepping on an eggshell, or the eggshell underneath the throttle, and that's what he's treating it as right now. He does not want to break that eggshell. We go on board here with him. You see how plain he is. Let's go on board with Johnny, who's leading this race. See what he's doing. Johnny saw that a little bit more, rolling through center. He's almost steering straight out of the corner. So that means he is using that right rear to help him exit the corner. You see him doing that right there. He's more than likely using that right rear, leaning on that right rear tire. Well, I might be wrong. I don't know. Loxton's starting to fall back a little bit, though. Merritt starting to close that gap, and here comes the 750 of Charles Woods. Charles Woods has been kind of quietly been running in the top 5 all night long. He's looking low on that 38 machine. Merritt was a great corner exit. He's going to stick to the high line here, or should I say middle. You don't want to go above that second white line. That's where it gets really bumpy in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, you get away with it. Ooh, Merritt in 3rd. You guys are still short on fuel by a couple laps. Charles Woods looking to try to get to the outside of Locks and can't quite do it. He's going to look to the inside here. They enter turn 3 and 4. You hear Locks say he prefers the inside line. Let's see how he handles the middle line here. Speaking of Merritt saying he likes the inside line, so the one thing I thought funny about that is you saw him get the drive off there. There have been quite a few races I'm like I just want to run low, I just want to run high. And I'm put in a position where I have to run the opposite line, and I'm like, wait a second, there might be something here. And he's still sticking low, but I just came to my mind when I was watching switch lines, getting a drive off. I don't know if anyone has anything for Brugg. Brugg is just so quick. Merritt has good short run speed, but it seems like the long run he just starts dying off a little bit. Here goes Merritt, possibly looking to the inside. He's going to choose to stay behind Ben here. Actually, he's going to run that middle line. Wow, that drive off he gets off the middle line is insane. Merritt's kind of dedicated to that middle to high line in both corners. Hasn't really left that line. And he could run behind Nelson if he wanted to, but I think Merritt figured something out on that middle line. They're dead even. They got on the back check here. 52 of 125. Merritt, though, with the advantage entering turn 3. Tyler Merritt into P2. And you gotta wonder if he is pushing his car too hard. These guys still got 70 laps of racing to go. And if it stays green, I mean, you gotta save those tires. You heard Lachlan say he was 91 on both sides, and that was really a short run. That was only about a 20-lap run, 25-lap run. So I think to be honest, the earliest I would see someone coming in, probably lap 80-ish, if we don't see a caution. So Merritt has to make these tires last at least another 26 laps, and they've already been out there on these tires for about 14 or 15 laps. Merritt solidly running in P2. Take a look.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, there's a car stopped right there. And this is going to open the fuel window up. Kind of sucks. Want to see replay run. Let's go back and see what happened to Nim Silva on that 097 machine. Nim just out here clocking laps, trying to get some experience in these cars. Ooh. He's getting a little loose there and come off the track, and the 777 just nowhere to go. And Nim, though, doing a great job of locking it down. Smart move there by Nim. I know it brought out a caution, but he held it there because he didn't want to pull up in front of the leaders and cause a bigger wreck. Nelson choosing to stay out. Interesting call there by Ben. He's the only one that opted to stay out. And we heard Ben say it multiple times last season. A lot of the reason he was struggling to find victory lane to start the season off with pit strategy. And you gotta wonder if this is just one of those things that he's thinking. I don't know. I mean, let's take a look at. Let's take a look at this. I might be wrong, so let's see this. Let's look at stint lengths. Yeah, 26 laps. And it might not be a bad call actually, because we have about let's say 4 pace laps at the most. So let's put that down to 8 laps right there. You know, 26 old tires, so he probably has about 10 to 12 pace laps. So he's only looking at 14 to 16 race laps on these tires. So it might not be a bad call. Merritt though, beating Brugg out. He's gonna be starting P2 here. Interesting call by the professor. I mean, they don't call him the professor for nothing. Should be at 2 to go here. Alrighty, pace lights will turn off. Nelson, Merritt, Brugg, Woods, your top 5 as we go back green flag racing here. With about 68 to go, I believe. 67 when we go back green flag racing. Pacer gonna pull off.
Green flag, green flag.
Nelson getting on that loud pedal. Back green flag racing we go. Do math here. 65 laps of racing left. Early on, Brugg doing a power move to that inside, able to clear Merritt. Will Merritt get the run? Actually, he couldn't quite clear Merritt to the inside. One around is going to be TJ Warren. Yellow flag's on fly, no damage on him. I believe he may have gotten loose himself. Yeah, man. Warren's getting loose himself. Everyone's doing a great job getting around. I'm kind of surprised I brought out a yellow. So, we go back to pacing for 3 laps. Or 5 laps. I believe it was the 3rd caution of the race? 5th caution. Wow. I still want to do something real quick. Let's ride on board here with Johnny. Got some time. Let's ride on board here with Johnny on this restart. We'll go to Loxton or Merritt next. Oh, big bump there. Oh, Johnny's probably lucky that yellow came out. Merritt is not able to get on the gas as quickly as Brugg. Slid up there a little bit, might have entered that corner a little too high. See him hitting the bumps, getting a little loose. Brugg wasn't quite clear Merritt. I think Brugg got lucky yellow came out because I think Merritt would have cleared him had it stayed green. Actually go back and we'll actually go on board here with the 6th of TJ and listen to what happened to him. You know, just do a casual 360, no big deal. These guys still got 60? Yeah, 60 laps racing to go. Alright, I believe pace car light should be off. There. Alrighty, so these caution laps definitely helping out Nelson here. Gonna be able to save some fuel. And I think one more caution, Nelson may or may not be good to make it to the end. The question is, how will those tires hold up against everybody else on fresher tires?
Green flag, green flag.
He plays out. Merritt now in control of that inside line. Let's see what Tyler Merritt does. Can't quite get a good restart like Brooke did last time. Merritt gonna fall back to third in the time being. Loxton looked to the inside for a bit. Couldn't quite get the pass complete. Michael Nash and Charles Woods going at it for fifth. We watched the battle for the lead shake up. Brooks trying to chase down Nelson here. Merritt got a really good drop off there in that corner exit. Really closed the gap to that back bumper of the one machine. Merritt trying to get around the one. He just can't quite do it. Nelson doing a pretty good job holding these guys off on 16 lap holder tires. The grain fight laps, that is. Another thing you gotta take into accountability too is when you do restarts here, those restarts put a lot of heat into those rear tires. More heat means more wear, and also means you get a little more loose. And there's Brugg looking to the inside of corner exit off of 3. Where's Brugg gonna go? He's gonna follow Nelson inside. Yes, he is actually. Question for Brugg, where do you go here? Nelson isn't quite on old tires, but he is on new ones like you. Do you try to pass him low? Do you go high? Look, he's looking high here. Brugg able to get to the bumper of Nelson. Nelson, though, he has figured out 3 and 4. Grant, he lost that position, but he did a really good job fending off Brugg. And here comes wrong person, Merritt into the picture. Merritt was sitting P2 when that caution flew, when they all came to pit lane, trying to take back over that second place. Merritt goes looking to the inside. Go from Merritt to the inside of Nelson. He can clear him. He can, and risky clear there by Merritt, as it does not take a lot for these cars to get spun around. He's going to self-clear him there. Nelson, though, not going away easily. He was looking to the inside. He just can't quite get the drive off these guys are getting on these fresher tires. And the one thing that really surprised me, if Nelson's trying to play the strategy game of, okay, well, next caution I'll come and take tires where you guys stay out, if they choose to stay out, that's track position. And track position on a track like this, it's everything. Granted, the one thing I love about these Gen 4 cars is they really have opened up the possibility of passing, whether you're on brand new tires or old tires. But a track like Iowa, you need that track position. Well, battles calm down. The only other battle I'm seeing out there on track is back here. 750 Woods back here. I wonder if he got a speeding penalty. Something happened to him. Where it put him all the way back here. There's a car on the inside wall. That's TJ Warren. If we can get it going again. TJ? TJ? Oh, he's towing. Let's go back and see exactly what happened to TJ. I believe he just got leased by himself again. Ooh, that's some hard impact. Oh, and his engine blew. Back to leaders to go, and I'll say one thing. Nelson, ooh, Silva having issues. On the backstretch, 097. See, I don't get how that didn't bring out a caution, but TJ Spin does. He was literally stopped on track, and TJ was down below the apron. Alright. Anyways. Back to battle for the lead. Well, I was hoping to be battle for the lead, but Johnny Brugg has built up a second lead as we take a look on. Take a look at their lap time history real quick. Brugg able to gain the last 4 out of 5 laps, really gaining that last time by Merritt, losing almost 0.2 of a second. This time by Merritt, still losing some time. He's actually starting to fall back into the grips of Benjamin Nelson, who is on older tires. As we take another look at the pit strategy here, you see Merritt, Brugg, everybody but Nelson on 27 lap old tires. Nelson out there on 53 lap old tires, giving Merritt a run for his money for P2 while Loxton starts closing the gap. Here comes Nelson looking to the inside of Merritt. Nelson might have figured something out. Nelson, I must have missed something while I was looking at a scoreboard on my SDK. Oh, I'll have to go back and watch what happened. Oh my lord, that's what happened. Nim Silva on that low line. Nelson nowhere to go. He drifts up. Nelson doing a great job getting on the brakes. It caused him to lose a lot of time. I was trying to find something on my SDK. My apologies for not calling that out when it happened, everyone. Tell me. Yes, so I don't know if you how long ago you put that in, Thomas. That's the stint link right now. We had a caution back 32 laps ago. Everybody pitted at Nelson. Nelson doing a really good job staying out there on that set of tires. Yeah, and Tyler's the only one running that third lane too. He's the only run. I'm kind of rooting for Tyler. I would love to see Tyler get a win. And Lawson saying his car wasn't getting loose. I have seen him get loose multiple times in the last couple of laps here. You see him get a little loose there too. It's actually right on board here with Christian.
The yellow flag is out.
And we got a yellow. 097 had issues yet again. Oh. So this yellow's going to change up everything. 6 yellow today. I'm going to be surprised if everyone stays out. Or if anyone stays out, I should say. Johnny Burr going to leave him to pit lane. And this time, everybody's coming in. When are we going to have the drug series broadcasted? I don't know. Talk to Brugg. That's the Johnny Berg question. Or TJ Warren question, I should say. One of the two. What's track temp? Give me a second for that. You had the track map for you guys real quick. Want to know track temp? Track temp currently, oh, where is it at? 73, so not bad actually. No, I was horrible on the tires on a warm track temp. Horrible. Cannot stand Iowa warm. Not to mention there are 800 horsepower cars. Like, put that on a hot track. Woo wee. I think the line is literally driver preference. Because, I mean, you see Brugg, he's running that low line all the way around. Merritt is up there experimenting in that third line on 3 and 4, but you don't want to touch the third line on 1 and 2. Do not touch the third line on 1 and 2. It is not fun up there. That's all I do know. Oh, I'm hoping I'm rooting for Merritt here. Pace car's light should turn off this time, by. No, oh yeah, okay. What the heck? One thing I really don't like about the moon crater. That's one thing to call them. Moon craters. I like that one. I'm waiting for someone to venture up there so I can go on board and show everyone who's never raced here or who's watching their family member understand why we as racers are so scared of that very top line of 1 and 2. It's not fun. I have never drove a car here that actually handles those bumps well. Moon craters, I like that one. Alright, bro. Merrick and Lisa Green here. Oh, really late on that restart. Checked up the whole field. Oh, that car getting loose. Goat saving it, but in the back that's 277. Nelson gonna make his way to second on those fresh tires, and Nelson gonna be a man on the mission here. Chat is going off. Nelson getting a little loose on that low line. I can't repeat that one on broadcast. It's a good one though. Meantime, Michael Nash, your pole sitter. Haven't really seen him up front, but we're down to the nitty gritty. 27 to go. I think. I don't know. I can't math tonight. But Nelson, a man on the mission. Did Nash get loose there? I think Nash did get loose. He did. Back and see what happened here with Michael Nash. After those fresh tires, getting back on the gas. Watch Nash a lot of time. We go. Excuse me. If we go back up here for the lead. Currently a 3-car battle. There's a car getting loose the inside of the 30. No, who was that? Quite to who that was. Well, the pink car is all I know. Oh, the 30, Ethan Owens.
Caution, yellow
Caution's out. 24th on the apron. Mitchell Williams looked like he was involved. That's who it was with Mitchell. That's who it was earlier. I think this all started back here. Yep, this is the car it was. Running 4th at the time. Out just inside of Merritt. You see him hit that bump? I guarantee you that bump cost us. Yep, that's exactly what it was. This is the moon crater in the inside line. There's the bump right there, ever so slightly. That's all it took. Great job keeping that car going straight, but something happened in 3 and 4 here. So far, so good. Oh, the 24 got loose, and right in front of Mitchell Williams, he came. Nowhere for him to go. Oh, what's Chad saying? This is... oh my gosh, Tommy. I can't with you guys tonight. It's only Monday. Stop it. Oh my gosh, I'm right back. Technically 8, Josh. Technically 8. Alrighty. We're going by green flag race and 19 to go. Question is, did we see another caution? And will we see a different... Will we see a different driver in the top two other than those two you see up front right now? Our top two have consisted of Brugg and Nelson. Each have won a race. Start the season off. Pacer pulls off. Brugg, Nelson, green flag racing. We go yet again here at Iowa. Brugg with that really good jump too. Right here for the battle for second. 3-car battle. Loxton, Nelson, and Merritt.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, corner involved in the wreck. Mitchell Williams involved. Hey, a corner. I hate to say it, but I think you may have jinxed yourself. Pushing a 3 wide corner exit. Who gets? Someone has to get loose. Ah, Williams just came up. I don't know if Williams didn't know they were 3 wide, or if he thought he had a. You tell he's just drifting up like he's exiting the corner. He might not have known they were 3 wide. And unfortunately, corner just collected in that. Alrighty, we're probably going to go green flag racing with 13 to go, 12 to go, depending on when the pace car technically took the field. So I think it should be 13. This should be the 2 to go. Oh, pace car. Thank you. Yeah, on board the pace car. I mean, you think they can make the interior a little bit nicer. This should be 1 to go, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's 2 to go. Wow. Okay, so we'll be going race with 12 to go. Man, I hate pace laps at short tracks. They're so long. Alrighty, now we're down to 1 to go. 13 to go. Hopefully we don't get another caution. As something I just now noticed, Alex Chase out there. We're starting P5 here. Grant Fisher as well. Two guys haven't really caught out too much in the top 5. Your current pole sitter, unfortunately, after that mistake during that last restart, he's going to have to restart 10th here. A lot of ground to make up if he wants to scoop together a good finish. Luckily here in the No Toad Racing League, your worst 2 performances are dropped throughout the season. This might have to go down with as one of Michael Nash's drop weeks. Pace car gonna pull off. Brug, Nelson, green flag. Back to racing we go. 12 of 120. 12 laps to go at 125 laps. You saw Loxton got really tight there in corner entry.
The yellow flag is out.
That's actually called the yellow. I saw that happening on corner entry there. It's entered that corner way too deep. Oh, I think his wheel disconnected. Yeah, I think his wheel is disconnected. Yeah, that is a wheel disconnection. Unfortunately, Grant Fisher involved in that. I saw him get tight, and I'm like, man, he washed up like crazy. This is gonna put in point of view right here. Where's that? There it is. Watch the front tires. Watch them. There it is, right there. That is a wheel disconnection. Merritt getting really lucky to get through this too. Oh, wow. Fortunately, Grant Fish here just nowhere to go because at that point, Locks is just along for the ride. That was so weird because we go right here, the left front. You see him turn, I guess turn sharp left. He gets hit, he locks him down, blinks, and then back to working it. I don't know what the heck happened there. That was weird. Super weird. Excuse me. Looks like he. Oh. You know what? You're not wrong there. And the worst part is he blinked out, so I don't know. I don't know. Isn't recalibration usually like? Cause I have a Moza. I pulled a Fanatec Ghost mode. I own a Moza, and my Moza doesn't recalibrate like Fanatec does. I know Fanatec will go right and then left and the center, or left and right. That thing never went back right. It just went hard left. What a Fanatec Ghost mode. Reason 101 why not to buy Fanatec's. You know what reminds me of one time when I can't remember what track it was, but Dale Jr.'s steering wheel came off and he's trying to steer the thing and the steering wheel latches into with his palm of his hand. I forget where that was at. That's the only thing I can think of when he said ghost mode. We have 7 to go here. Johnny Brugg looking. Johnny and Ben both looking for a second win of the season. Meanwhile, Alex Chase, Tyler Merritt, Charles Woods looking for their first that I can remember. Here in No-Toad Arca Series. Even Goats up there in 6 here. Pacer's gonna pull off. It was like green flag race.
Green.
6 to go. Was it a Dega? Oh my lord. Nelson, or dang it, Brugg was a really good launch. He did that at Dega. Was that during a race too? Alex Chase entering that corner a little wide. He just went up on the moon crater that we were talking about. We'll go back and watch that here in a bit if we get a caution. He's gonna be battle Merritt. Merritt was a really good entry. In the meantime, Nelson running that high line, looking for a good corner exit. I don't think anyone can catch Brugg. Coming to 4 to go this time. Nelson getting loose the corner exit. On Tyler Merritt to fly by him on the outside. And Tyler Merritt chase down Johnny in these closing laps. Tyler Merritt did have the fastest lap in practice. So you know he can lay those laps down, but that was at a cooler track temp. You see that gap closing 4.5, 4.4. Down the backstretch they go. Oh my gosh, that had to be scary. 3 to go this time. By that gap is 4 tenths. Oops, wrong one. Nelson actually just ran the Merritt just ran the fastest lap of the race 2 laps ago.
The yellow flag is
Oh,
out.
and the yellow's gonna come out. This looks like a big one too. Holy net code. Not the wreck. There's the wreck. Slow that down. Oh, way too slow. Grant came up. 8 was coming down a little bit too in the 55, unfortunately. Wrong place at wrong time. Gets sent up the track. Right in the wall. Josh Corner nowhere to go. Mitchell Williams nowhere to go. Now, one thing I want to do. I want to say it was on the restart. It was. Well, right on board here. And these are the moon craters we were talking about. Right there. There they are. Boom, boom. And you see how much it jars the steering wheel, and he has to collect that car. And they're not even going full speed of 1 and 2 right there. That was on a restart. That's scary, dude. Came off going down the back stretch of Dega. I can't remember what track it was. I've seen a video of it. He literally grabs a little thing you latch the steering wheel onto and tries to steer it with his hands. Alright, we're going to have an official green-white checkered attempt here. Their first up, I believe they get 3. Hopefully they don't need more than 1. Merritt's going to have to really get a good restart here. With this track only being 3/4 of a mile, you cannot afford to lose a lot of ground on this restart. And look at Alex Chase. If Merritt and Broad get into it, Alex Chase could be there to steal a win. Wait for the pace lights, or pace lights, the pace car lights to turn off. They're in a Discord call together too. That's a funny thing. Like, yo, man, your right rear looks a little flat. I think you might be losing air. You might need to go change that real quick, buddy. I think if Tyler can get a restart here, I think he has it. He had the fastest lap in practice. He just posted the fastest lap of the race. If Merritt can manage this restart here, I think Merritt has this. But that's a hard task to do. I just realized this. Where the hell did Nelson go? How did Nelson end all the way up back here? Oh, what happened to him? Oh, I I missed that. He pitted. Oh, he probably didn't have enough gas. Forgot. He had been out there for a while. No, he should have had enough gas because he pitted with everybody else. Yeah, interesting call there. Okay. Green white checkered attempt. Oh, unless he. Oh, I'm almost wondering if he didn't fill up all the way. Yeah, he has not. Yeah, Merritt has been getting really, really bad restarts here.
Green.
And as I say that, I mean, a little bit better by Tyler. I think he might be in striking distance. Maybe. He has to get a corner exit here. He has to close that gap down the backstretch. So what he's going to do. Tyler has to be careful not to overdrive the car, though. Have to manage that gap. Brugg. White flag is out. 3.5 the distance. I think Brugg has this. Merritt's going to have to do a full send Hail Mary here if he wants to win it. Yeah, Brugg got this. That caution, I think that caution kind of what cost Merritt there. I think had we went green, Merritt would have had it. Brugg is going to win here tonight. Iowa. Merritt coming across second, unable to collect that win. Alex Chase getting P3. Charles Wood fourth. And your top 5 driver, your pole sitter, Michael Nash. Tough right there for Tyler. I think he literally would have had it not been for that caution. You stupid thing. Yes. I don't want my. I don't know why that's on. It's kind of pissing me off. It is. Yeah, I think Merritt would have had him had that caution that came. But we will start off with our third place finisher. Whoa, wrong channel. Mr. Alex Chase, what is going on, man? You finally got yourself a podium.
Finally, I've been wanting this for so long.
Yeah, man, you were restarted third there on that final restart. I guarantee you're probably hoping Johnny and Merritt got into it, but Johnny's been good on the restarts all night long. Man, talk to that race. I think I finally called a race without you getting involved in the wreck.
Yeah, I mean, it's just pretty steady. Felt good the whole time, just ran it smooth. I mean, the third run got a little loose toward the end of it, but other than that, it was just fine. Good race.
Yeah, it was a little bit more cautious than we're used to seeing in the Gen 4 series. We've known the Gen 4 series kind of minimize their cautions. But sneak up with that top 3. Not sure why Ben pitted there. I wonder if he didn't have enough fuel at the end of that race.
From what he told us, he was just wanting something interesting to do.
Trying to make up 10 spots on the 2 laps. Gotcha. Well, man, got that third place finish. Let you give any shout outs. You want to give shout outs?
My Twitch channel, my YouTube channel, shelled on both of them. That's about it.
Alright, man, congrats.
Thank you.
Alright, next let's bring in Tyler Merritt. Man, you had a fan in the chat tonight. Mr. Tommy's rooting for you. I was secretly rooting for you. I've been wanting to see you get a win here. Came up one spot short. I think that caution kind of cost you the win there. You had just set the fast lap of the race, and you were on a mission. Your restarts got you all night long, man. Talk us through that race.
It was a good race. I think my problem is I wasn't running my Q line, expecting it to kill tires, and I finally started running it the last 10-15 laps of green laps, and I'm like, I should have been running that the entire race. That middle lane, giving a little bit of gas the entire corner, just seems to really work for me.
Yeah, man, you were catching Brugg on that last run for the green white checkered. Like, what was going through your head when you saw that caution fly? Were you like, gosh darn it, there ain't no way I can win this race now?
I was happy, but the problem is that I was hoping for a new girl at Checker just because the restarts, I've looped it too many times the restart, so I try to get a little bit and then gradually go up, and at least I've noticed every trip but Atlanta, I can go full throttle on a restart and not spin. Just a few times Atlanta has just made me paranoid of looping it on a restart. And when I got on the wall, I was in the lead. I had a very bad frame dip from like a loss over almost 100 frames, which threw me off. And I think if that didn't happen, I think I could have easily got the win. It's
Alright,
just that little frame dip cost me, I think.
alright, man. We came up one spot short here tonight. Going to, I believe it was Legacy, Kentucky? Whatever the heck that means.
Yeah,
No, it's
I'm
regular Kentucky.
sponsoring
I was like, I don't think Legacy had a Kentucky, but so Kentucky next week, which should be interesting. It's a bad track. I'll keep PG. It's a bad track. I don't like it. I don't like
I'm
Kentucky. I don't like
sponsoring
Texas. So, um, but now's a chance to shout us before we get onto our race winner.
Well, I want to thank Jeff McConey and the rest of McConey Setup Shop for helping me get faster the past 2 seasons. I want to thank Thomas and the rest of TMJ for bringing me on. And I want to thank Whiskey Riff as my new sponsor. I didn't have it on the card tonight because I didn't have a paint for it, but they are my first paid sponsor in iRacing, and I'm looking pretty forward to that.
Well, you mentioned McConey, man. All I gotta say is, if you ever talk to him, please tell him I said thank you for making C-Fix enjoyable again.
Oh, that's the thing. I did see Fix, and it wasn't enjoyable for me because I was
What?
like,
Oh,
I did it tonight because it's like a super speedway, and I saved tires too much early after that first caution, thinking there was gonna be another one, and there just was. I had to let off early because of Rick, and that C fix. I think I lost. I think I lost like 4 spots. I should have got a top 10 in that.
all
But
right, man. Well, congrats
I'd
on
say this was a good race. I look
yeah.
forward to Iowa again next season, man.
All
Thanks for
right,
broadcast.
congrats. All right, next let's bring in Rocket Man, Johnny Brugg. Man, out there running that pink paint scheme. We still gotta get you and Matt Fornes in here at the same time, have a mustache war. But come out here, you win your second race of the season, your third straight top two. Same thing we saw you do all last season. Man, I think you went out there and just dominated that race. I don't think there's a single lap you didn't lead.
There was a couple under the one caution where Ben stayed out. He got a couple, and then I had to work
right,
by
that's
him.
right.
It took me a few laps to work by him, but yeah. Other than that, I think I led. I definitely was going purposely and trying to get the most laps led for that extra bonus point. So I'm glad I could get that and then walk away with the victory too.
Yeah, a little bit more caution we're used to seeing here in Gen 4 Series, but you guys got it done. Still put on a show. Another pretty close finish. I know it was about a 2/10, 3/10 gap, but man, I think that last caution saved you. Tyler was closing that gap. He had just set the fastest lap, and the caution came, so you can thank that caution because I think Tyler would have got you.
Maybe, I don't know. Like I was just kind of running pretty normal then. I wasn't pushing until that very last restart, but maybe.
All right, man. Well, congrats on another win here in the series. As I guess we should change your name from Rocket Man to Winning, because that's where it's all you and Ben do. But we go to Kentucky next week. Basically, it's another Texas track, just turns a reverse. So talk us through your thoughts about going there next.
It should be slick there as well. Interested to see how the setup feels because I haven't ran the Gen 4 at New Kentucky yet. We ran Legacy Kentucky, I believe it was last season. So interested to see how the New Kentucky track will feel. But I know Tyler. Speaking of Tyler, I know that's one of his favorite tracks, and he's definitely gotten faster and more consistent. I think he's always been fast, but his consistency has definitely gotten better these past couple weeks. So we'll see what he can do there. Obviously, Ben is always going to be a class of the field, and a couple of these other guys are, sneaking up in here, and Alex coming in here and getting a P3. So really happy to see the competitions, stiffening up.
Yeah, you guys haven't ran Legacy Kentucky since season 23, and that was before Gen 4s. So
I could have swore we ran it
You
last
ran
season. Right?
Legacy Texas, Legacy Atlanta, and Legacy Daytona last season.
Oh. Well, it does. It does. It should, I think, run similar to Legacy Texas, but we'll see.
All right, man. Congratulations on another win and another podium finish here in the Gen 4 Series.
Thank you.
All right, that will conclude tonight's broadcast. You heard me say it a couple times. Kentucky will be next week. 100 laps of racing there. Another sunset into night race, another transitional race. Tyler Merritt will be sponsoring that. So might have to get with him about some logos. We might have some different logos showing next week. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll catch you all next week. And stay safe. And yeah.